Coming up, I lose a screw. I lose a screw. And I lose a screw. Okay, so somebody's making strange noises outside. We've cleared up the spaceship.
Alright,
every time I try and vlog, I just get into...
You need to do it soon, otherwise...
Right, so we've been doing some major rework, making space, because what we need to do is move the spaceship over that way, over there. We have created a lot of space. We are now going to attempt to move the spaceship. This has not happened since we built it, so we don't know whether it's going to hold together or not.
Oh no.
I don't think it's going to hold together.
We will see.
I'm really scared now.
We will see what happens. So, you pick it up from here. Have you got anything to hang
This
on
is actually
to?
quite heavy.
To that
It's
base
really
bit?
heavy.
I think some things will break, unfortunately. Here we go, ready?
Oh, that wasn't too bad. Hey, it didn't break.
It worked! We moved it. Look at all the space we've now got. For filming.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Matt, and I'm a film enthusiast. Over 10 years ago, I made a low-budget movie with my wife's family. Now, my wife and I have 5 kids of our own, and we are making a new low-budget movie. Where? In our garage. This is our filmmaking story, and some of the family ups and downs along the way.
Don't put that in.
The serious reorganising continues. This has been a major job. Oh, I'm being attacked by a bee, as you can probably hear. Oh, there's a bee again. Why is it every time I try and vlog, something or someone tries to interrupt me? It's like somebody's trying to stop me on my mission. As you can see behind me, a lot more floor space. Made a bit of a modification to the spaceship last night. You'll notice in that top corner, that is a big change. New piece of work that I've done up there. The plan is to make some more major changes today, so I'm pretty excited to get on with this work. Let's do it. So what we're going to do is every time I've recorded today, in this dash, you will remember that a few weeks ago I made some big changes to it. Not happy with how those changes have come out, so we're going to change everything up again. We're going to replace these with LCD screens.
Oh, can I film it if I'm going to be the filmer?
This here, and this whole section here. But that means cutting some big holes in the dash and doing some major changes. Major changes. Right, so that is all gone. So I've taken that central piece out now, and I've taken off these handles, so that means that this piece should now come off. There we go, that's out now. And what you can see now is that this is the area here, right here, that I want to cut the space for, so we can have a screen behind it. So let's give that a go now. Okay, making good progress in here. So, a few days later, and let me show you the work. These holes, as you can see, these holes are now drilled. We've got the spaces for the screens, here and here. And I've cleared the whole top of this because we're now going to put more into the ceiling of the spaceship right here. I did some filming last week inside the spaceship as it now stands in 360. So if you want to check it out, there'll probably be a link at the top here or at the bottom of the video for you to have a look at that in 360 and have a look around inside the spaceship at the way it is at the moment. I figured that when I was looking at it, it needed more texture to the top. Right, Max is here with us.
These headphones are cold.
It's cold out here today. Do you like my new screen?
There is no screen. Oh!
There is a screen. Why, you're on it, look.
Ah.
Do you want to hold this and show everybody?
No.
This is a fan that we're going to put in the ceiling. It was on the side of a computer.
Look how fast it's going. What?
Something like that, do you think? Do we want it further back or further front? I think further back, right? Because otherwise we won't see it. Time to cut holes in the roof. It's going to be dusty. Based on my hole, I've drawn a bit of a quad, and we are... What are you doing?
Wait.
Meanwhile, while Max continues to play the roof, I will do the cutting. We're going back. So, this is now, that's where the piece of wood went. And this is the hole in the top. Now, if I've done my job properly, when we put, I don't know if I've still got these in. When we put the fan in from underneath and up in the ceiling, it should fit. Lots of dust from the sawing, so Henry's come to help me. Ow! Since putting the door on the outside, it has got a lot more difficult to get in and out of here. It wasn't exactly a large space in here to begin with. The plan is now to put this on the ceiling of the spaceship. So let's see. That's got to go through there. And this has got to fit in there like that. Make sure we're getting this straight. Okay. Bother. Right, let's try getting the screw in there first. Okay, this isn't going to work. And I have officially lost all the screws. Right, let's try this dance again. Just come and hold this in place for me, just really quickly. I have a helper!
Ow!
It's just hurt herself.
Like, I
yes,
can't.
just anything like that.
I can't.
That is perfect.
I'm not I'm not...
I'm going to hold it with my head. I'm holding it with my head. No, don't let it move. Don't let it move.
It's already moved. Wait.
It's on my head!
Wait. No. Okay, I can hold it like that.
Let go a bit. Let go a bit.
Okay,
No, don't spin it. You're kidding me! Come on, baby.
Please don't nail into me.
No, don't let go. Don't let go. Oh, thank you. So that is now mounted in place. Top and bottom. So this is the rear angle of the spaceship, and what you may have noticed is that we have a fan that's at the back of the set. It doesn't have any power running to it at the moment because it would always run a little bit too fast. But what I'm going to try and do is get the power from there over into the other fan and see how it looks. So here's the fan, and here's my messy connectors at the side here with all the wires going into them. And so what we're going to do is take these wires and connect them to those wires. We got it all hooked up, but there is a duff wire here. This solder point has broken. It's time to get the soldering iron out. Soldering finished. Let's see if this works. Yay! We have a fan. There we go, all done. Now it's time to look for more detailing for the roof of the capsule, which means I'm going to go to my box of bits. One box of bits, in which hopefully we shall find some cool stuff. Here's a bunch of stuff I've collected. old printer cartridges, pieces from computer builds, other mounting parts, pieces of metal, insulation for pipe work, more printer cartridges, pieces of wood, pieces of metal. I also found these, which are actually perfect because they are like grab bars, grab handles like we've got on the dash. And I think those would look quite good on the ceiling, just where the buttons are. So all these things will make the roof of the spaceship more interesting inside and give it a bit of texture. Right, let's give it a go. The plan is to put these approximately there on the ceiling, so from the viewpoint of the person in the driving seat, as it were, you've got these little bars in front that might protect you from accidentally bumping into those switches.
Sheesh, that scared me. Actually scared me.
This is where we see if I've screwed the holes in right. Good, right, that's going to be too long. Try the shorter one, Max. Perfect. And the other one?
Okay.
That's really good, Max. That's great. Right, now we need to measure up and do the next one.
What?
They're in. There and there.
Oh.
You see them from here, they look looking pretty good. Max, you're getting very close to the camera. You can't both fit in here. There's not enough space.
I'm an alien. Oh, that's really weird.
That's interesting. Right, where might that go? Maybe two of these here and here actually. Look, there and there.
Number 4 is on.
There and there. That is pretty good. I think we've got a fairly good ceiling now. So we've got that, this. We've got that over here.
And these over here.
The circly things. This is what it's looking like now. On the ceiling, also added these things here and added this bit of pipe. Now all of this needs spraying one colour so it doesn't look like quite so much of a collection of stuff, but it's way better than the blank ceiling that we had before.
So, we are doing some spraying. Don't want to make it too loud. And we're doing some spraying on the ship. And we have to wear these silly masks. Close, but I have to get close so we can... Hey. I'm filming.
Hot set! Why have you got items floating around you?
Because there's no gravity in here.
So all in all, we're in a pretty good place to start. Just waiting for Dwight to get here and then we'll get cracking.